Hey viewers, welcome back to another episode of Dad's Garage. It is hot and we're not working in the air-conditioned shop. We are actually out under the carport working on a trailer that was brought in, dropped off, and been pulled out of the weeds. Hasn't been used in a number of years, and we are going to put some new tires on it. We are going to do the bearings on it. I've already pulled one side off and I got through that thinking, hey, maybe we should show the other side. So let's get set up out there. And thanks for watching. All right, so we'll try to get you set up here, and the camera may fall over, hopefully not. But recognize this from another video, my $108 Amazon Impact. So we are working outside and it is 101 degrees. It's warm. And the thing is, it's like 7 o'clock in the evening and it's still that hot. Don't you hate it when your socket gets stuck? I do. Ooh, gotta like spider webs. So this is what we're after. We're gonna be taking this off right here. I got my big pliers out. Give it a little spray. Mainly just to make sure there's no spiders going to come down and get me. This trailer has really seen better days, but just needs to do a couple more trips for the customers. So I'm going to get this off. As you can see, it needed it. I mean, it's, I don't know when the last time. It does have the grease zerks in the middle, but to me, I would like that just a smidgen tighter, but let's get you back here. Sorry about that. So this has a little keeper. Keeps this nut from coming off right here. We're gonna clean all this stuff up in the solvent tank and we'll inspect the bearings when we do that. And that hub is off. Spindle looks pretty good. Spindle looks pretty good in here. So normally you just grease this here, but since this hasn't been done in some time, we're just gonna repack them, put them in, and then we'll throw some grease in that hole. So let's head on back into the shop and we'll get this taken apart and we'll get it in the solvent tank and cleaned up. In the shop, on the work table, I'm going to pull this bearing out here. I'm going to try to get this other bearing out in the back. Let's try this instead. All right, got the bearing, race, and the seal out. We're gonna clean all that stuff, and if we need to, we'll just reinstall the race. I'm gonna put all this stuff over in the solvent tank. Sorry, I can't bring you over with me because my hands are full and they're dirty. Well, we'll get you in here, just one sec. My hands cleaned off. Get this over in the solvent tank as well. Usually my solvent tank is next to my workbench, but we've been a little busy in the shop lately. So here's my solvent tank. It is dirty. I need to change that fluid. I did it a year ago. I need to do it again. It is dirty. I'm going to try to get you here on the tripod. Bear with me. Dirty solvent tank, and we'll get in here and get this cleaned up. Grab some gloves. I got the other hub already in here, just doing some soaking here. We're just in here just cleaning it up, and then that way I can inspect the race and see how everything is going on that. We'll just set this aside. We'll get to the other ones. I don't think this grease has been changed in a long time. It was more like oil when it came out than grease. Where's my other brush? Somewhere in here is a brush. I'll clean up this seal so I can see if there's a part number on it. So I'll get this stuff cleaned up here while you guys enjoy the music and the high fast thing, and then when we get them all cleaned, we'll run them over here to the workbench. We'll do some inspections on them. So, move my phone out of the way, we'll get some brake cleaner. We'll finish cleaning up all the nooks and crannies in there. Look at the brake cleaners, the straws are never around. Don't you hate that? I buy a case of brake cleaner and it comes with 5 cans have straws and the other don't. And then you can't get the straw in to sit in there. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and clean these bearings out with a little brake cleaner. Make sure we got all the swap down. Clean this up so I can see the seals, but these seals look pretty good. The springs are still intact. They look fairly good. I don't see any rips or tears. We might just look to see how well those fit afterwards. I don't feel my fingers on it. I think it's just a little rub mark, but I think we'll grease that up. And so I'm looking on the barrels to see if there's any pits or scoring. They all look pretty good. The insides look good. Made in Russia. That's okay. This should probably work. They have a space program. Well, they did. I guess they still do. We don't. And this one came off of this one. All right, let's look at this other one. Well, I think we're going to be replacing this bearing, quite possibly. Let's see. It does look okay. Let's look at this other ones. So I'm looking for any grooves. Seem to be okay, a little dirty. I think we're just going to send it. Get this hub cleaned out. So those that are watching that have trailers, how often do you pack your wheel bearings? Is that an annual event for you? I grease mine a couple times a year on my utility trailer. And then every other year I pull them apart, clean them, and repack them. So we're gonna let these just air dry here, and we're gonna get busy on the tires. We need to get those going. I need a towel. So I'm gonna get those tires mounted up, and when I'm all done with that, I'll show you how I'm gonna pack these bearings, and we'll get this thing put back together. Well, I decided here, before the camera dies for the battery, that I'll show you, we'll do one of these tires here. Again, these are just trailer tires. I don't know, is it the need to balance them? I don't know, but I did pull the valve stems out. We got those going out. We'll break the beads. They probably won't break nice because they've been on here for a while. Oh, and of course the air compressor is kicking on. It's a pretty good little Mayflower machine. I don't do a whole lot of tires here in the shop, but it is nice that I have the ability to just get them put on and I don't have to run for them. I'm gonna keep these tires even though they're really old. Might be good for a spare to get you down the road or so. Let me go grab the other tires and I'll be right back. All right, I'll get these tires lubed up. Oh, there goes the center cap. Those that have trailers, do you balance your tires? I don't know. There's no suspension on this trailer. I don't know why this won't, I will explain it. Let's see, we'll go 45 pounds on this. Grab the valve stem. The tires we took off of this, they were aged. They still had the knobs on them. So somebody put tires on this, parked the trailer, and didn't really do much with it. But the problem is they set flat on concrete, and that's just, you'll never get that wobble out of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other one done, and we'll get over here and we'll pack these wheel bearings and we'll get this thing put back together. All right, so we're gonna be back on here. About 10% battery left on my microphone, so I'm just going to show you how we're just going to do one. So, a lot of ways you can pack bearings. They make tools for this. To me, this is the way that you do it. You put it in your hand, big side down, and you just kind of scrape your hand. You put a little dab in there and you clean your hand. Clean your hand. Keep cleaning your hand. And you can see it starting to come out through here. And I just repeat this until I have it all the way through. You see it just oozing out the top here? That's what we want. That's what we're going for. We're going to put grease inside this hub, and we're going to do the zerks as well. And then I just take whatever's left on my hand, roll it around. This is a bigger bearing. We're going to need a little more. Scrape it in. Scrape, tap, scrape, tap. Scrape, tap. Just keep doing it until you're satisfied you've got enough in there. Sometimes you can give it a little rotation. And it's all coming up through there now, all up in there. So I'm satisfied with this one, and we'll move on to the rest of these and get these hubs put back together. Just gonna fill a little of that in there now just to get rid of it out of my fingers. And then we'll get this back on the car. And we'll see you when we're getting ready to do that. Back. I already got the other side on. I ended up having to go get a new rear seal. The other one I put in just fell apart. So I'll put a little grease on the shaft. bed goes on, the square piece goes on. A little piece here that keeps everything tight, kind of like a different kind of cotter pin. Now, because these aren't new bearings, I really don't have to seat them in. They're already seated. I did not mix them up from side to side. I do give them a little turn. Bend this tab up. That'll loosen up just a bit. There we go. We got the dust shield. I'm going to put a little grease in this. We are going to squirt the grease gun in it as well. You know it's hot out here when this high temp grease is starting to liquefy. I'm just going to tap this in. Wipe it off. Gonna get the grease gun. Give it about 8-9 pumps. Give it a spin. And that should be plenty. And we'll get the new tire on. It's always fun to get these tires on when the hubs spin. It's like a moving target. Yeah, just take your time, be patient. Just gonna run these in to keep it from falling off. And we'll check those with the torque wrench, make sure they're tight. I'm pretty sure they are. And that'll get this thing back on the ground and we'll move it off. So appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. It is hot. I am drenched and can't wait to go take a shower. But I'm not done yet. Need to get this on the ground and get it out of my yard. I gotta plug in my electric vehicle to charge so I can go off to a couple 100-mile journey tomorrow. So I want to get that going. And hey, as always, thank you for watching. And remember, your project will never get finished if you never start it. Thanks and have a great day. And thanks for watching Dad's Garage.